A National Historic Site in Greenwood County is sending visitors on a journey to the 18th century. Historians say the first battle at 96 set the tone for the Revolution in this part of the upstate. Fox Carolina's Myra Ruiz takes us back to 1775.
Like signals on the battlefield, the fife and drum guided visitors back in time.
We're commemorating the first land battle that happened in the South during the American Revolution. So that was on November 19th, 1775. We're here to tell the whole story of what happened at 96 National Historic Site and in the Southern campaign of the American Revolution.
Present. Fire.
250 years ago in 96 came the first known Patriot casualty in South Carolina.
Fire.
After Loyalists attacked a makeshift stockade.
Patriots had gone and raided Loyalist strongholds and other things and gathered gunpowder and some other very important things, and the British and the Loyalists knew about it and they came to reclaim it. It was a big fight. It was the first big sort of major clash out here in the backcountry. But it really brought to the forefront, if you will, the minds of everybody, what they'd been feeling, the Loyalist versus Patriot. Who's going to stay with the king? Who's ready to rebel?
Each person comes into wars and battles for their own reasons.
To the right about, face.
I think the main thing is to protect their homes and their ways of life. 4 years before this first battle had started, my ancestor had just received a land grant from the King of England for 450 acres. So his loyalties were with him.
Other reenactors portrayed patriots. This one's a descendant of Andrew Pickens.
Not the famous Andrew Pickens, but his first cousin, also named Andrew Pickens, who was a soldier under his first cousin.
He's retracing his roots with the whole family.
I wanted them to learn their history and their own family history and how the Lord has worked in our lives collectively.
This can get you in trouble if you don't do it right.
The hardships and daily disruptions of the American Revolution were not lost on 8-year-old Noah.
If I was back then, I would think it would be like terrible since it takes a long time to get water and stuff. The hardest thing I would think of, having to get food. There weren't any animals close to there. They didn't have a lot of food.
Law enforcement looked different back then.
They weren't like cars, they were horses, and they didn't have like guns and stuff. They had like little swords.
And then there's the way weapons worked.
Today, you have like machine guns, but back then you had like running guns with ammo and not like little pellets like they have today.
Back then, the militia on both sides often wore their own clothes to battle.
You don't get to see those uniforms very often.
It's a great place to come. It's wonderful that they do this so that they learn. But they don't teach a lot of things, go in depth in a lot of things in history.
The dynamics of the Revolution were complicated, especially in 96.
This is a very strong Loyalist area throughout the war, actually. So kind of in the middle of the hornet's nest, if you will.
But like the shrill of the fife and beat of the drum, what ultimately happened seems to resonate the most.
They fought for this country so the British wouldn't be able to take over.
In 96, Myra Ruiz, Fox Carolina News.